Hey guys, it's Kathleen. I am back with a Thrift With Me video, and today I have a church rummage sale. This is not a church that I've ever been to their sale before, and in fact, I couldn't find this sale advertised anywhere. The only reason I know about it is because I happened to drive by the church last weekend when I was yard sailing and happened to see the advertising billboard outside of the church. So I don't know what to expect, but you know, I do love a church rummage, so we're gonna go in there and see what they got. Good morning, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. Oh, I love that bag.
Oh, thank you.
Great
Yeah,
color.
we fit so much stuff in there. Hey, they have got a cobalt electric lawnmower with a battery. Do you want me to grab it? It's only $100. Are you sure? Okay. Okay. Sure. All right. Love you. Bye. Come on now. Oh yeah. Boots. Basket boots. Okay. And here I am looking at the box for the boots and not realizing that it is in fact the box for the boots that I have in my bag. Dummy. Whoops. This is right off. Kiss test. Hey guys, welcome back to the haul. I think I did pretty good. That church rummage sale was really, really good. I mean, I didn't get a ton of stuff, but I got enough stuff to make it worth my while. Plus there was this house that was right next to the church and they set up a yard sale. So I got a drive-by yard sale experience as well. Perfect. And then the last stop that I made was, well, I made several other stops, but they were just terrible yard sales. But I ended up at an estate sale on the last day and I did okay. And that's where I spent the bulk of my money. So for everything that I'm going to show you, I only paid $84, but 50 of those $84 came from the estate sale, which is always the case, right? They can't all be yard sale prices. Okay, so I got several pair of shoes at that estate sale. They were like $1 each, except for this one pair of boots. So these were $1. These are just brand new deer foams. These are probably only going to go about $15, $16. But with Christmas coming up, and I mean, I know it's August, but we're going into Q4 soon, so got to get ready with those new in the package items. This is a new to me brand, and it's this Dorsey style, if I'm saying that right, and it is Frida Salvano, I think it is. No, it's Frida Salvador. Now, these sell really high. The only problem is these are a size 5.5, so these are on the small size. They're actually my size, but I don't need another pair of shoes. So these are going to get listed. The funny thing about this sale was that you can tell everything was priced by church ladies, because anything that was like church lady friendly or on their hit list was priced high. So like these shoes were just priced at $1, but they had a bunch of Vanelli brand shoes, which I hate picking up, and they were all $10 each. So pretty good if what they're vibing isn't what you're vibing. But anyway, so these are suede, really, really soft, super comfy. Conservatively, I think I'm going to get $40 for these, potentially more. All right, grab this for 25 cents just because 25 cents. I like picking up new old stock like this. I don't think it'll go for much more than $8 or $10, but that's okay. I grabbed these beach balls because they are by Intex, and I was watching the homeschooling picker a couple of weeks ago, and she did really well with an Intex new old stock item. Avoid the beach balls. These don't resell very high, so this is probably just going to come into my classroom. Then I grabbed this just because it was new and in the box. This is A Christmas Story, and there is a following for A Christmas Story, and so this one, when I opened it up, I could tell that it had never been used. It's still in its original plastic, all the things. So that was the big selling point for this. I think this is going to go probably around the $30 mark. And it's by somebody called Susan Wingett. And for whatever reason, the ones by Susan Wingett seem to be selling better. We shall see. Okay, they had this big stack of Buffy the Vampire Slayer comic books. I don't know a lot about comic books. I don't know anything about comic books, let's be fair. When I scanned this one seems to sell around 20 bucks. Now this ended up not being a comic book, it's a book, and that's why it scanned a little higher. And then there was another one, this one. This one seems like it will go around, I want to say $8, $10, something like that. But this is Mad Max. This is not the Vampire Slayer. I cannot tell what these are going to go for. Sometimes I would find some individual ones that would sell for like $5 or $6. And these are also 2 different seasons. So there's a few that are season 9 and a few that are season 10. So I think what I'm going to do is just lock them all up together for maybe 10 bucks because they were super cheap. I paid for all of these things only $3. So, okay. I did grab for $1 these suede boots. They're in such fabulous condition. I had never heard of this brand of Vasque boots, but they have a really decent sell-through rate and they seem to go on the higher side. Now these are just women's hiking boots, so these will probably go for about $40, but still for $1. And they're in great condition. I mean, I just have to clean up the bottoms, but other than that, they are ready to go. Okay, as soon as I picked up these cowboy boots, I could feel the quality. You can tell the difference when they don't feel like plasticky and everything, and they felt solid as Sears. What I don't know, I think they do have steel toe, actually. I don't know how to tell, to be honest with you. And they definitely stepped in mud. Fingers crossed that that's mud, but it looks like mud. And in really, really good condition. I found sold comps for this style right around the $100 mark, so I like my chances on that. But they did charge me $10 for these, but I don't mind paying that. Okay, then I think that's everything that I got at the churchyard sale. Oh no, I did pick up another glitter ring, but this will just go in my pool. Okay, so then this was from the yard sale that was next door to the church. So this is just a brand new with tags Reebok jacket. It was $2. I thought it was such an interesting pattern that it might sell a little higher, but what I didn't realize is it is boys size. Ew. So probably not going to go much more than $15, but that's okay. It was only $2. I was charged $1 for this linen Eileen Fisher, and it is Eileen Fisher plus size. So Eileen Fisher is just meh lately, but I do find that the plus size moves. Now, I don't know that this is going to go for much more than $15 to $20, but that's okay. It was only $1. And then this was only $2. So this is a Mark by Marc Jacobs in a size medium large, fully sequined little sweater. I found one listed really high, but it was new with tags. And I'll flash the comp up there because I don't remember what it was. I just remember thinking, oh my. But clearly this one is not new with tags. I think this is probably not going to go much higher than $28, $30, to be honest with you, looking at other sold comps for pre-owned stuff by Marc Jacobs, but that's okay. It was only $2. Then I did pay up for this. And by up, I mean $5 instead of $1 or $2. But even though it's a small size, it's just a medium, I did it because of fiber content. So the lining is complete silk. It's 100% silk. And then the body is 80% lamb's wool. And I found a sold comp for this exact sweater, same size and everything, $35 plus shipping. So I like my chances of getting at least $28 to $30 for that. Okay, so the rest of the haul came from the estate sale. And like I said, I spent $50 at that estate sale. Some of the things I'm not so sure about, but some of them I'm really happy about. Here's one of the ones I'm not so sure about. I paid $5 for this, and the reason I did it, I had my little teeny tiny magnifying glass with me, and when I read this, I didn't see anything that said silver plated. So I was like, well, I also don't see anything that says sterling or 925 or anything. So I figured, let me take a chance on it because it is Gorham, and you can't read it because it's all dirty. I have to clean it up. I have to get my stuff on it. I have found this cleaner that just works wonders on this stuff. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like one of those dips and you just literally swirl it around, pull it out, and then any spots that remain, I just buff them out with the Wenol. Looks really, really good. This one also has got monogramming on it, and I'm fairly confident that's going to detract from the value. When I looked up this pattern is silver plated. So that's a big wah-wah, but I only paid $5 for it. It's still Gorham. Somebody had the same exact spoon listed for $45. I think they're way off, but I think I'm going to get $18 to $20. So that's not the end of the world. This I only paid $1 for. I love selling these when I can find them new with their tag. So this will probably go for about the $25. All right, I also bought 3 purses. Now this, I probably wouldn't have even really looked twice at because it was, now this one didn't have a price on it. But it is this beautiful soft pebbled leather, and it is vintage LL Bean. This is, I forget what it's called, the Traveler Sling Pack. It is in such good condition. I love that it has this little Velcro pocket in the front. I saw the, it also has a Velcro pocket and a zipper pocket in the back. It is the softest leather, and I saw the homeschooling picker pick 2 of these up a couple of weeks ago, and they had decent comps. The only flaw is that because of its age, the strap is kind of like peeling on the back, but I don't care. I still think I'm going to get, I forget what the comps are, but I think I'm going to make a very decent profit on this. I was low-key thinking about keeping this because it would be so good for school and it's so soft, but I have too many bags. So goodbye. All right, this one, now it was 50% day. So I paid $17.50 for this and I just loved it. This is a Brighton purse, and Brighton purses move for me. They don't all go terribly high, but this one is vintage, softest leather, and it is in such good condition. Like, when I'm telling you, the insides look new. For a vintage bag, there's not even one pen mark to be found. So I think that this is going to go probably $50, $60. This one won't go as high. This was $30. I tried to get her to give it to me for less than $15. So $30, half price day, $15 because of the paint. And she's like, that's not paint. That's just going to come right off. Well, it hasn't come right off so far. But whatever, $15 for a vintage Brighton purse is still pretty good, especially because it's all leather. And just like the other one, other than like some pieces of paper at the bottom, The inside is beautiful. So that was a good pickup. And then she charged me only $1 for this. And y'all, this I picked up because it felt so nice. Like it felt such quality leather, super, super soft. And I thought, gosh, it looks Brighton-y to me. I don't know. It just felt like Brighton. Yeah, it is totally Brighton. This last sold for like $30 or something like that. And it's retired and hard to find and all the things. So that was 100% a yes for me. So all things considered, I did really well yesterday. Definitely better than last week's thrift haul. I felt like I found a lot of items that are going to turn seriously a nice profit, which is always a good thing. And I'm excited to get them all listed. I got to get back into the game. I'm not going to lie. This past week was rough with going back to school. I just come home and I'm just beat, and the kids aren't even here yet. And the thought of listing is just like, so I made sure to get everything done this weekend so that Sunday I can just be photographing and getting everything processed so that I can list like crazy, because Q4 is knocking on our door. I got to get all this stuff out of my death pile and get it out there so people can buy it. All right, guys, that's everything for this Thrift With Me video. As always, hit subscribe, join our little community. I will catch you next week. Bye, guys.